welcome to JK Knowledge. Friends, in our previous lecture, we already discussed some rules which help us to write the nomenclature of organic compounds. Friends, in these lectures, we understand all these rules one by one with the help of examples. Let's start the lectures. Friends, this is first rule. Friends, when you write the IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds, you simply follow some rules. Friends, the first rule is to select the main chain with the help of some rules. The main rule, main chain selection rule. Friends, when you select the main chain with help of some sub rules. The first is longest chain selection rule. And second one, terminating functional group rule. Friends, let's try to understand what are the longest chain selection rules. Friends, with the help of this rule, we select the longest chains. Let's try to understand with the help of examples. Friends, you clearly see in these compounds there are no side chains or functional group or substituents are present. So we simply count the carbons and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. So this is the longest chain. So which chain is the longest chain? That is the main chain. So this is main chain because this is follow the longest chain selection rule. Let's take another example. But in this case, friends, we count the carbon atoms, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbon atoms, and we start count in all possible way, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So friends, this chain contain the more number of carbon atoms. So this chain is the longest chain. So this chain simply follow the longest chain selection rule. So this chain is the main chain. Let's take another examples and understand. But friends, in this case, let's first select the longest chains. This is the first one, second, third, fourth, 5, 6. is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Friends, in this case this chain contain 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 carbon atoms, and this chain also contain 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 carbon atoms. But friends, this chain contains a double bond, so this chain is the main chain. Let's take another examples and understand it crystally. That is, but friends, in this structures, first select the longest chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Friends, all chains contain 7 carbon atoms, but how we conclude that what is the longest chains? Friends, we simply follow which chain contain more number of double and triple bonds and functional group and side chains, that is our longest chains, that is our main chains. So friends, this chain contain 1 and 2, 1 double bond and 2 double bond, so this chain is the main chain. But friends, all this chain, all possible chain are contain 7 carbon atom, but this chain is the main chain because this chain contain more number of double bond and triple bond, so this is the main chains. Friends, let's try to understand with another example, that is, friends, but in these structures how we select the main chains? Friends, let's first to understand, know who is the longest chains. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon atom, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon atom, this is 1 2 3 4 5 carbon atoms, 5 carbon atoms. Friends, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon atom, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon atoms, and 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So friends, two possible errors form, that is, this is the 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon atom, this is the also 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon atom. So two chain is possible, but which is the main chain? How we select the main chains? Friends, in this case, which chain contain more number of substituent, that is our main chains. Let's try to select the main chains. Friends, this chain contain 1 2 and 3 substituent, but in this case This chain also contains 1, 2, 3 substituent. But friends, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this case, this is first position. So we take any chain, that is our main chains. Substituent, double bond, triple bond, and group, side chain, that is the main chain. Friends, the second one is terminating functional group. Let's try to understand what are the terminating functional groups. Friends, which functional group contain carbon atom, that is our terminating functional group, that is carboxylic acid. Friends, which functional group contain carbon atom, that is our terminating functional groups. Let's try to understand which compound contain terminating functional group, how we select the main chain. Friends, in this case you clearly see, first we select the longest chain. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atom. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atom. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So in our general longest chain selection rules, this chain is the longest chain because it contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atoms. So this is our longest chain. But when this compound contain one terminating functional group, we first select the longest chain, then we select that is not a main chain, because when we select the main chains, that chain contain this terminating functional group, so that this is our main chain. But friends, this chain contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 contains more carbon atoms and long chain, but this chain contain terminating functional group, so that this is our main chains. Let's understand with another examples. But friends, in these structures, first we select the longest chain, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 carbon. This is our longest chains, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon. This is our second longest chains, and this is 1 2 3 4. This is our third longest chains. So according to this longest chain selection rules, this is our longest chain. But friends, one terminating functional group is joined these carbon atoms, and one double bond is present in first double bond is present in this and a double bond is present in this position. So when we select the longest chains, we take the terminating functional group with more number of double bond and triple bond present in the selecting chain. So this is our main chain. This 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, this is contain 8 carbon atom, but this is not our main chain. This is the longest chain, but this is not our main chains. Friends, after selection of main chains, then we start the numbering of organic compounds. Friends, when we start the numbering of organic compounds, it is follow some rules. Let's start to understand what are the rules. Friends, this numbering, when we start the numbering of any organic compound, it follows some rules. The first rule is lowest locant rule. Friends, locant means location. Let's start to understand with the help of examples. Friends, in this section numbering, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, in 4 position the double bond is present. But when you start numbering in these sides, this is 1, this is 2 3 4 5 6. Friends, you clearly see when we numbering in these sides, this double bond is present in second positions. When we start numbering in these sides, this double bond is present in fourth positions. So this is our lowest location. So this numbering is right. This is the right numbering. Let's start to understand with another examples. But in this structures, let's try to numbering these compounds. First we start numbering in these sides. This is 1 2 3 4. First we select the longest chain, that is main chain, then we numbering these compounds. Friends, this is the, we already discussed, this is our main chain. Let's start to numbering. First we start numbering in this sides, that is 1 2 3 4, this 5 6 7 8, and then start numbering in these sides. This is 1 2 Friends, you clearly see when we start numbering in these sides, this double bond present in third positions and this double bond is present in sixth positions. But when we start numbering in these sides, this double bond is present in second positions and this double bond present in fifth positions. So friends, the first one is our right numbering. Let's try to understand with another examples. Friends, first we select the main chain, then we numbering these compounds. Friends, we already discussed how we select the longest chain, that is main chain. This is our main chain. Let's start to numbering these structures. Friends, first we numbering in these sides, then we numbering opposite. This is 1, 2 and 6. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Friends, you clearly see when we start numbering in these sides, this functional group is present in second positions and this double bond is present in, this is 5, 1, this is 7, this is 7, this is 6 and 7, this is 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is right. Friends, when we numbering in these sides, this this functional group is present in second positions and this double bond present in fifth position. But when we start numbering in these sides, this double bond is present in second positions and this functional group is present in sixth positions. Friends, in this case we simply follow the priority order group. This is more priority than double bond, so this numbering is correct. Friends, when you start numbering, the another rule is lowest locant set rule. Friends, let's try to understand with the help of examples. That is CH3 Friends, in these structures, first we select the longest chain. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we already discussed how we select the longest chains. This is our longest chain. Then start to numbering. First we start numbering in these sides. This is 1, 2, 5. Let's try to numbering in opposite side. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 5. Friends, you clearly see this methyl group is present in second position and this methyl group is present in second position in when we numbering in opposite sides. So, which numbering is correct? How will you decided which numbering is correct? Friends, we simply follow the lowest locant set rule. When we numbering in these sides, the position of this substituent, that is 2 2, in fourth position this methyl group present 2 2 4, and when we numbering in these sides, this is 2 and 4 4. Friends, first we see the first position, this is 2 2, then second position, this is 2 4. Friends, you clearly see this numbering is come first, so this is our correct numbering. The first one is correct numbering because it follow the lowest locant set rules. Friends, the third one is alphabetic order rule. Friends, this rule is very simple. Let's try to understand with the help of examples. Friends, you clearly see in this structures, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5. We put another methyl group, that is CH3. This is 1 2 3 4 5. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is correct. Friends, in these structures, first we select the longest chain. This chain contain 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this also contain 1 2 3 4 5 6. So simply say that this is our main chain. Friends, we clearly see that we start numbering 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. When we start in opposite side, that is 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. This methyl group present in second positions, and this ethyl group present in third position. So it is simply follow the lowest locant rules. So the first one is correct numbering, but in case of friends, in case of this compound contains 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon atom. This compound contains 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon atom. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4. So this is our longest chain, and this is our main chain. Friends, when we start numbering in this sides, that is 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. When we start numbering in the opposite side, that is 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Friends, you clearly see this methyl group is present in third positions, and this ethyl group is present in third position. So how select which is our main chain? Friends, in this case we simply follow the alphabetic order rules. Means this is methyl group and this is ethyl group. Friends, this methyl group start with M and this ethyl group start with E. So ethyl is come first, then methyl. So this numbering is correct. The second numbering is correct. That is third position ethyl is come and this methyl group is present in fourth position. This numbering is correct because it follows the alphabetic order rules. But friends, we did not violate the lowest locant rules. When these two group is present in same position, then we use this alphabetic order rules. Friends, the next rule is priority order. Rule for numbering. Friends, in this rule say that lowest locant rules, that is lowest is more priority than lowest locant set rule. Than alphabetic order rules. Friends, first we give more important to lowest locant rule, then lowest locant set rule, then alphabetic order rules. But we did not violate this lowest locant set rules. The next priority order is, when friends we start the numbering, we first more priority functional group, then double bond, then triple bond, substituent and side chain. But in case of double bond, triple bond, we did not violate the lowest locant rules. And in case of side chain and substituent, after this lowest locant rules, if these two substituents are present in the same position, then we follow this alphabetic order rules. Friends, when this double bond and triple bond present in same positions in a carbon ring, then we first give more priority to double bond, then triple bond. But we did not violate the lowest locant rules. Let's try to understand in examples. CH3 Friends, in these structures, this is our main chain. Let's start to numbering. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and start numbering in opposite, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Friends, you clearly see this double bond is present in second positions and this triple bond is present in second position. So which numbering is the correct numbering? We simply follow this priority order rules. We first give more priority to double bond, then triple bond. So this is our this 1 is our correct order and this is our correct numbering. Friends, when we write the IUPAC nomenclature of organic compound, first we select the main chain, then we start numbering, then finally we write the name of that organic compounds. That is naming. Friends, this naming is depends some sub rules. That is, friends, so when you write the IUPAC nomenclature of any organic compounds, the first letter is always capital. Friends, when we write the IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds, the first letter write always capital letters. We start with capital letter. The second one is alphabetic order rules. Friends, in this case we start numbering. First we select the longest chain. This is our longest chain. Then we start numbering. We start numbering in these sides. We start numbering in these sides. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1. In third position methyl group is present and third position ethyl group is present. So this is our correct rule. This is 1, 2, 3 and 7, because it follows the alphabetic order rules. But when we write the IUPAC naming of these compounds, first we write the 3-ethyl and then we write 5-methyl, because friends, ethyl come first in E, start from E, and methyl start from M. So we first write the ethyl, then we write methyls. The next rule is sound rules. Friends, this sound rules is divided in two parts. That is, one is vowel sound rules and second one is consonant sound rules. Friends, in case of vowel sound rules, that is, let's try to understand help of examples. In these structures, this compound, first we select the longest chain, then we start numbering, then we write the name of these compounds. That is IUPAC naming of these compounds. Let's try to write the IUPAC naming of these compounds. Friends, this is our main chain. Friends, you clearly see this is a vowel sound and this is another vowel sound. So in the rule of vowel sound rules, we omit this one because two vowel sounds is not present together. So we write that is butanols. This is the correct one. The second one is consonant sound rules. Friends, you clearly see in this case one consonant, that is 2 for diol, 2, 3, We clearly see in this case one vowel sounds and one consonant sound is present, so we did not change in its any change to write the names, that is butane 3,4-diol. But friends, but in these structures there are two double bond is present and 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atom is present. So write for 4 carbon atom use but, and for di 2 double bond is present, so is di and in. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. But friends, you see this is a consonant sound, this is another consonant sounds. For that reasons we use and vowel sounds in this place. So the resultant name of this compound is 1, 2, 3. We used A, that is butadiene. This is the consonant sound rules. Friends, the next rule is repeat side chain rules. Friends, this rule suggests that when more than two substituent or double bond or functional group is present, so we used for two same group we use di, 3 group we use tri, for we use tetra. You clearly see in these pictures. Friends, please pause this video and write down all this. Let's try to understand with the examples. Friends, in these structures, first we select the longest chain, then we start numbering, then we write the name of these compounds. Friends, this is our longest chain. We start numbering 5 and 2 methyl group is present, so we write that is dimethyl. The name of this compound we discuss detailedly in our next lectures. The resultant name of this compound is 1, 2, 2,4 dimethyl for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentane. Friends, the next rule is derivative of alkyne rules. Friends, this rule says that when double bond and triple bond present, in the carbon chain, we simply follow this derivative of alkynes rules. We write the name of that compound, given compounds, in derivative alkyne forms. Let's try to understand the help of one examples. Friends, you see in this structures, when we write the name of these compounds in the form of alkynes, first we select the longest chain. This is the longest chain. Then we start numbering 1, 2, 5, 6, because double bond is more priority than triple bond. The name of this compound is first we write the double bond, then triple bond in the term of derivative of alkynes rules. That is friends, this video is bigger, so we discuss another rules in our next video. Friends, this video is helpful. Please share with your friends and subscribe, like, press the bell icon for more updates. Please share with your friends who want to see this type of video. Please share with your friends. Thank you so much.